let's begin. So, this is a story about how to take care of apples. And I think it's a story which really speaks to everyone around the world. They just knew exactly how to take care of apples. There'd be a lot more apples in the world, probably a lot more nutrition. It'd be great. So it centers around one specific person who was a bow maker. He made bows. His name was Richard O'Flanagan, and Richard's lifelong passion for making bows led him to trying many different sort of materials to use to make bows. He started with your more modern day synthetic bows, but then discovered a love of really trying to make the older style bows, traditional bows for wood, obviously. So we tried different kind of trees, and right about the time when he met his wife, he bought a farm with an apple orchard, and as he grew older in his marriage, around about when he was 40, he on the farm practicing with his bows and trying different ways to make bows. When he was walking through his apple orchard one day, it occurred to him that, hey, maybe I could try these apple trees as my bows. And it was incredibly profitable for him. Took him to places, many different places, lots of success there. Really got to travel the world with his revolutionary ways of making bows. In any case, that was the kind of a background to his interest in apple trees. Now, obviously, if you want to make a bow, you need a healthy sort of wood to craft it from. And so he became an expert in taking care of apple trees, primarily so that he could make some excellent bows from it. So this is just me trying to remember whether or not this is a story about taking care of apples or taking care of apple trees. In any case, it's roughly the same thing. When he was traveling in Rome, at one point, for an apple tree convention, which was across the road from an apple convention, he was attending both. In Rome, he was sitting by a fountain, and as he was looking into the fountain's water, he just had this flash of inspiration. And it occurred to him that what the world really, really needed was a justice system which recognized the deep importance of apples, trees, apple trees, all things really apple-related. And that's what got him to found an organization, a political organization, dedicated to, apples and trees, as mentioned, with a sideline in taking care of tuna, apparently. And yes, with his great profits that he's making from his bow-related business and apple-related business from an offshoot sort of thing. His marriage is going well, by the way. Haven't really developed that, but that's okay. He started to bankroll this political organization, which took a firm hold. People are passionate about tuna, and they're passionate about apples, at least in certain parts of the world. And that was enough, really, to get the ball rolling. So it was a magical time for him and his wife. They were having their fourth child round about the time when the world fell into anarchy as a direct result of his apple taking care of business, his apple tree taking care of business, just really all of it, and the allied political organization. So with the world in ruin, except for those who were wealthy enough to afford apples, he was standing with his wife and his family, overlooking a beautiful sunset, obviously offset by the smoke and whatnot, coming from all the anarchy. When it occurred to him that he had missed something. Right, that is my story. Hope you enjoyed it. Farewell.